Another day, another episode, guys. This is Mageza Once a Wife Reunion Part 1. Beautiful show. Everything looked so nice, so beautiful. Everyone looked spectacular, So we know Madlala TK is the host. Then he invited Trivia. Then Trivia came in. He looked very nice. Mageza already. He dresses very good. Then when he walks in, first thing Umadlala asked was like, I can see why the ladies were fighting for you, like what they saw. Like, why Mageza wants a wife? Because there is a lot of ladies at the tax rank. But Mageza was like, you know what? I wanted to do something different. We all know Mageza is people who love violence, fighting, and wara wara. But I wanted to show this other side that we have. We bath. We can also do things differently. So yeah, then he was like, are you okay for me to bring the ladies? As you can see, guys, the ladies looked very beautiful, the face cut, guys, nothing I could have asked for. Like, guys, the producers, they did very well. Everyone looked very, very beautiful. Oh, Balesa, she looked very beautiful. Like everybody, guys, Lirato, shoo, beautiful. So, then when the ladies came in, obvious, the first question was for Rita, like, Rita, how have been life for you? Like, since after the show, how is it for you? She mentioned that it's up and down, but so far good. Then Palesa was asked as well. She really said, like, she was asked, how is it like watching yourself on TV? She was like, yeah, it was good, but yeah, then Matlala was like, is it because you were not chosen? She's like, no, 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 it's not about that. Maybe yes, but anyways. So yeah, Udibu, guys, you see this girl, this kiss. She was eliminated, I think, second or third day. She was asked, you didn't get chance to kiss Mageza. Do you wish you had like gotten that chance? She was like, never. I'd never wish I had that with him, because I saw that we didn't have the connection, me and him. We never like tried to get to know each other like deeply. We never got the chance, so I knew that was not gonna work for us. So then the conversation went by. Something that really touched my heart is about when Okele was asked ukuthi, why you and Rita were fighting on the show. She mentioned, because Madlala really asked ukuthi, is there anything that you want to clarify? Because we saw a lot happening, on the screen. She was like, South Africa feels like I was being like inconsiderate with Rita. But there are things that happened, not on camera. So something happened and that triggered me. That's why I was becoming the person I was. The frustration, the fights that happened in the taxi, guys. I'll show you the pictures, you can see. So we all saw this in the other episodes. I think it was 6 or 5. 2 or what? First, I think it was first episode. Yeah, if not mistaken, first or second. So they fought. I remember this other girl, I forgot her name. She even stood up. She's like, oh, Keleto can't fight. Actually, I'll fight for her. She started poking Rita Lana, so, which was very, very not nice. You cannot do that to somebody. Violence is not allowed at all. But I love the fact that Umadlala. So yeah, so whatever happened in the taxi, Ukeleto was asked, like, why did you get to the point that you have to you guys to be physical with each other, exchanging words, so because we also Urita, when she get off the taxi, she was crying, right? So, which is not nice, So you remember this show, a lot happens, other things happen behind the scenes, others they happen straight in the camera, but they do have to edit and take it out, So, Trivia was asked by Umadlala ukuthi, why did you eliminate Keletso? We know Kele, right? First, he said, there are things you can do, there are things you can't do. He even mentioned that for Keletso to go that low and mention abantwana bakarita, that was non-go area, unnegotiable. You cannot do that, For her to even mention abantwana bakarita, that was not good at all. It shows me the type of a person you are, so I wouldn't want to associate myself with somebody like that. So that's what Mageza said. Like, Keletso, it is said that Keletso mentioned Rita's kids, which is very wrong. And Mageza even gave an example, like, it's not only Rita who have a child here. The other people here, they can be having children here, but you cannot go that low, So Rita, she was very emotional. Yeah, but she's very strong, that girl. I saw it, she's very strong. Then she even mentioned that I felt like I was useless. Even coming to a show, it felt like it was wasting of my time to come to the show and my kids become a joke to somebody's life, So, which it was not right. Keletso even asked for apology. She apologized, and that's it, So, Upalesa also raised something like, because Madlala asked, do you feel like you were like bullied, then Upalesa really explained like, yes, actually they ganged upon Urita, 3 of the girls, they were ganging on her. That was bullying. Inebamo bullisha, like that's what she said. So I believe where there is smoke, there is fire. There is a reason why Upalesa Shogancha. I always said, Urita, she's very sweet. I feel like she made mistakes in the show, which is she's not proud of. But at the end of the day, she's somebody who love attention in a right way, because somebody said she loved attention so much. And even Uflora said, I heard that she was a snake. Remember, there were 2 rooms, guys. There's the other room, they call it Alex, the other one they call it Santin, so there were a lot of drama that went through there, guys. Like, it's a lot, it is a lot. So yeah, the other thing that was discussed is I forgot her name. I'll put, as you can see, this girl, remember she was also eliminated the second day. Actually, she was eliminated her and the same night. The one who wrote a letter, guys, remember she wrote a letter for Mageza because she felt it that this is not right, whatever I'm feeling. I feel like Mageza won't choose me. So she wrote a nice letter and she asked the producers to give it to Mageza, But I felt like, because something was said on the show, like this guy was given a letter, he didn't even read it, If I'm wrong, guys, correct me. But I heard something like this, So yeah, it was very like sad for her because she mentioned that Mageza knew everybody when they were at Thokoza Park, knew all their names, but mina zangazi gama even, So it's bad. How can you know all the girls and not know my name when I'm part of the 11 contestants? Like, how did we reach here, So that thing, it really like affected her, She's a very beautiful girl, she's fit, she's nice, she's beautiful, but she felt like Mageza didn't get even to try to be to get to know her, you know. So which is okay. Sometimes it's for the best. We all saw what transpired along the show, you know, whatever happened excuse, in the last episode. A lot was relieved, and guys, I'm telling you, next week is okay. So we still have another episode to go through next week, which is a bonus and interesting, right? So kunosisi lona, guys, niyambona lo sisi. She's very, like, I don't know, she's beautiful, very, very beautiful. But I feel like it's beauty with no brains. When I look at it, feels like beauty with no brains, because all what she was doing is attacking Urita. Even now on the reunion, nothing that she speaks out of her mouth that makes sense. Umamkhulu, guys, Mamkhulu was very calm in this reunion. I think maybe she looked back and see what she did on the show, and she didn't like most of the parts, especially when she said namapuluka nukayo. It was unnecessary. There are many people who were eliminated, but they were not even mean at all. Mageza, but here she went below the belt. Like, girl, why? You know. So guys, part one reunion, you know, I loved it because the beef, it was about squashing beef, you know, with whoever you had beef with, squashing beef. But there was not a lot of drama, you know, between these people, especially Ulirato. I never see her speak. Upalesa spoke when she was talking about the bullying that Rita endured, and Uflora spoke about Rita being a snake, you know. But there's a new guest next week, guys. The new guest next week, can you guess who is that? We will see next week, guys, but I'll show you a clip of what is happening next week. Actually, Zizokal, next week is a must-watch episode, because Mageza, we will see Mageza holding a box of ring. Nayazi ring, guys, ring. So we will see Mageza having a ring, and we'll see who is he gonna choose between Upalesa no Lerato. But guys, when I look at that, I feel like Palesa won't be chosen, because Palesa, she made some reaction, facial expressions on the show, this first a reunion. She showed like she's not happy, like she doesn't agree with Mageza's moves, you know. But anyways, I love how this host asked the questions, because Ukelezo, when she was asked like why you were not happy about going to the park, she's like, I set standards for myself, you know. I didn't know Mageza was under budget, you know. Then the guy asked the host like, guys, you came to this show knowing the lifestyle of Mageza, so what's the reason for you to come here and say you have set your own standard? Minanam, guys, I felt like that was unnecessary for her to say. You know, there are other people who want to prove that they can, but it's unnecessary. 100% unnecessary, guys. Anyways, guys, Anita, guys, Anita, she's very naughty girl. That one, she just speak, but I don't think that's how she is. Sometimes people do things for the camera, but deep down they have a very soft spot, like a very beautiful heart. So let's give her a little bit of doubtinyana, not too much. Okay, guys, see you next week when we watch together the reunion part 2, because part 2 is gonna be juicy, interesting. Okay, guys, bye.